Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day.
Hi everybody, it's Emily. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday. I did myself as well. One of the things I got was this amazing Belle Beauty and the Beast scarf, which I love so much, what my mom got for me. I will go over all that in a little bit. But today's video, like I just said, I'll go over about how my first Christmas went with seeing my extended relatives as well as my family again. But also, I will go over basically being now, as crazy as it is, I'm full-time. And like just my thoughts of being full-time for a total of like 4 days now. So I will go over that. First we'll start with Christmas. So I went to my grandmother's on Christmas Eve. And I didn't know what to expect. I got there really early, and all of a sudden I see everybody standing outside. And I was like, oh my god, everybody's standing outside. What am I going to do? You know, and I haven't been that nervous in a very, very long time. So I was like, okay, I have to keep myself under control in what's going to happen. So I sat there for a second, and I knew I wanted to touch up my makeup a little bit because I was just so nervous. I was like, I have to do something. I have to, feel like feel perfect. And, as much as that will never happen. But, push come to shoves, I basically just sat in my car for a second, and then my uncle came over, and I went to automatically, you have those things where I went to go shake my uncle's hand, and he was like, no, we need a hug. So he gave me a hug, and it was nice, and I moved my car because I had to move my car. I was like, there's so many people there. But then I went in and I saw my aunt, and I saw my grandmother, who introduced me as her daughter's daughter. So like I was introduced as my mom's daughter, which was like, okay, this is a first. Like, this feels good. Like, it's okay. And the rest of the night went pretty well. There was some times where my dad and a couple other people would say the wrong name, and I could tell it was hard. And I tried to keep my cool, like not cool, like, because I definitely understand like how hard it is to like go from one name to another. I mean, even with Ray, I do sometimes, mess up, and it's normal. It happens. It's just that I think with like, especially this is like so new, and with public situations, that it makes it a lot harder, and I feel like almost embarrassed, like especially if somebody was there I didn't know, and like he is said, and then they look at me like, wait, that's not a he, and like it just, it can be really hard. So I definitely sympathize, but it's also really hard for me as well. Like just hearing that, and especially when it's like my parents, and like I feel like for at least them, my other relatives might look at them as an example. So like, oh wait, he said he, so maybe it's okay if I do sometimes, or I did it. So I really hope that doesn't happen, but I don't think so. I think it was just, regular mess up sometimes, and that's fine. What happens. It's just the public settings that can make it kind of hard and embarrassing, and, it's something I haven't been used to, and, I think I can, and, it's tough, but I think in time, it'll get better, and it's just something that you kind of have to expect, I guess, a little bit. Other than that, everything went perfectly fine. Lots of good food. Nice to see my family. I got, nice presents. On Christmas Day, I was at my parents', and my aunt Susan was there, and it was really nice, and we talked a lot, and we went out the next day shopping, and like it was really nice, and it was a nice time home, and it was nice being myself for once and getting things like like this, that I would have never got before, and stuff I actually kind of really like, and I like the other stuff, sure, but it's just nice to feel like myself and open as myself, and I feel like I was a happier person for that, in better company, to be honest. So yeah, Christmas went really well, but speaking like of that, I'm now full time, which it hasn't really hit me yet. I think this week it will. especially when I go back to work. On January 5th, I'll be going back as Emily to work. So I think that's when it's actually going to hit. But for now, I am definitely full time. I mean, I've already packed up all my old clothes that I was wearing into trash bags to donate and get rid of. I did give Ray some of them. So, we have a little swap thing we can do, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so it's kind of like a whirlwind that, like, all of a sudden I'm now Emily 24/7. When before, I mean, of course, I've always been Emily, and that's who I am. But it's more of the fact that, like, now 5 days out of the week when I get to work, I mean, I couldn't. So, but now I can. It's gonna take some adjusting even for myself, which, I mean, you kind of have to expect. In the long run, it'll be much easier, and like it's definitely going to take me some time and take others some time probably, but I'm definitely excited. I know that my work and myself will be a better person for it, and yeah, it'll just, this week I will go get my ears pierced, which I will show you guys in my next video. I do apologize this one's late with the holiday and everything. I had to, stall it a little bit because I went home to my parents. But yeah, I'll definitely show you guys my ears being pierced next week. I was gonna do a couple other things. I'm gonna go shopping for some new clothes. Now that full time, it's not just the weekends. I can do it all the time or after work and weekends. But yeah, it's exciting, and it's finally here. It seems unreal a little bit, to be honest with you. But yeah, in the long run, it's very exciting, and I can't wait. But yeah, that's been my week. Like I said, I hope you guys have had a great holiday weekend as well. I will definitely update you next week. I will be going to a 20s murder mystery party next week, which should be tons of fun. So when you see me next week, I might be in my 20s flapper girl attire. So I will give you an update on how the party goes and my new ear piercings and everything else that happens this week. I am actually not working for the next 2 weeks, which is nice. So there'll be a lot of stuff happening. I am going this week as well with my friend Allie, who you met. Awesome Allie, who we're doing Hanukkah, which will be very cool. So we just did Christmas, and now we'll be doing Hanukkah at her place. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, and I really, I can't wait to update you guys. So I hope you guys have a swell week and a happy new year. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.